up guys, it's Graphic Phoenix back with another video today, and today is going to be one of the best reptile videos I've ever made. So this is going to be the March reptile room tour, and we have some exciting updates for you. In the video we're going to be covering Sheldon weighing, a tadpole release, the baby Ackie monitor feeding, and an update on the budget build vivarium. So I hope you stick around. It's going to be a long one, but a really fun one. Let's get into it. Today we are going to be starting with the Shellman. He is, I believe, a Western Herman's tortoise. Quite colorful, quite vibrant. I don't want to check his belly right now because he's actually eating his yummy, delicious Missouri tortoise diet in his water dish. Now, a lot of people think that's his water dish. It is, but he fills it with, well, like this, every maybe 20 minutes, something like that. He runs in, runs around, runs back, runs in. It's awful. So I just figured that every morning I fill this up with water. Some days I'll put some of his Missouri tortoise diet in there. Other days I won't, but he loves this stuff so much. He won't eat any of the Zoo Med stuff. This is his preference. His pen is 5 feet long, maybe 5.5. I haven't measured it recently, so it's either 5 or 5.5 feet long, 2 feet wide, and 15 inches tall. He has a mercury vapor bulb for heat and a basking spot, as well as some UV. This is a parlor palm tree that he's slowly destroying. He also has two, this is a 10.0 UV bulb. It's about, I'd say maybe a foot from the top of his shell, maybe even less actually, and it is basically providing most of the UV for him. The bulb at the back here is primarily just for light, so it grows that Dracantia there, and then come summertime when plants become more available, I will fill up his landscape, and he will eat it over and over and over again. Sheldon is like, I want to say maybe 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that. One of the two. And so is Kai. Kai is about 3 or 4 years old as well. He does not like this camera much, to be honest, so I'm not going to bother him too much. I'm not even going to open his cage right now, but he has a 2 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot cage. He has a 80 watt mercury vapor bulb up there, a like 30 watt extremely bright floodlight there that produces not really any heat whatsoever. In the back there, I know I'll be switching this summer to linear T5 UVB, but in here we just have compact fluorescent UV, so I'm going to use up those bulbs, and then I will add the new T5 bulbs to them. The Jackson's Chameleon's old cage, very old cage. I haven't had him for quite a few months now. We just basically have plant growth. This is a crazy tank. The passion fruit vine up top there is just completely ruining, not ruining, but it is completely filling and taking all the light from the umbrella plant. Every like 2 or 3 weeks I actually go in there and trim it all down. Trim out all the stuff around the top there, and then in another 2.5, 3 weeks it's all growing back and I need to trim it again. So it seems to be liking it in there. This is the plant tank. I'm not going to go into this right now. I'll probably do a plant room tour or like a greenhouse tour at the end of, or maybe mid-month here. But yeah, that's just orchids, more vivarium plants, that kind of stuff. Being this is a reptile and amphibian tour, I will stick to the reptiles and amphibians. Next up, we can go to Sky, the Meraki blue-tongued skink, who is doing very well. He's loving life. He's nice, fat, and happy. He actually just had a shed, so he looks really good right now. I don't know if you guys can actually tell, but he does look great right now. He's in a 4 foot long by 2 feet front to back by 1 foot, or like 13 inches tall tank. He's got a radiant heat panel there, along with a tile under that little bit of like substrate there. His tank does need some sprucing up, I will admit. However, back there, the more bright bulb at the back that you guys can see right now is actually UV. I finally added UV into the system, and it's doing very well. So he seems to be out liking it, basking it, exposing himself to it, that kind of stuff. He really likes it. So shout out to NKM Exotics, who's riding my ass about switching UV, and yeah, I agree. It's done wonders for them. Now, the next tank that needs to be done is actually this tank here. I just don't have time right now, unfortunately. I'm right in the heart of midterms, so I will hopefully do it come springtime. But these are the red Ackie monitors. They do have 2 new UV bulbs in there. That one's like maybe 4 months old or something, and that one's about a month old, 2 months old, something like that. So they do definitely have UV in here, but yeah, I'm going to be putting in a 3-foot linear T5 bulb in here. But you guys are not interested that much about their lighting situation. You guys want to see the animals themselves. So that's Bowser. That's my male red Ackie monitor. Varanus acanthoris, for those of you that are wondering. He is doing pretty well, honestly. Eating very well. I did cool down their temps a little bit. He's handling it very well. Stella, you know, I don't know what's going on with Stella. You can see back there, I don't know if this is clear or not, but all the way at the back there, you can see her just starting to wake up. But you can see her hand there. If any of you guys know what caused that, it's not stuck shed. I bathed her for like 20 minutes and looked at her hand, and it's not stuck shed. So if anybody can let me know what that like ballooning is of her hands and toes, I would be very interested in hearing. I'm thinking of also getting a mercury vapor bulb for that right there, just like an 80 watt or something, and making their basking spot real hot. But they will have a complete rehaul of their tank come summertime. I'm going to seal it with like acrylic or not cyanoacrylate. I don't know. It's like stuff that you seal boats with. And so it'll be basically waterproof, and I'm going to change their setup a lot. So I'm very, very excited for that. But those are the monitor lizards. Well, 2 of the 4 that I have. They're doing really good. And now we can switch to Striker. Striker is still doing good. He's still kicking. He's still alive. He's still eating. He's everything. He's just hiding right now. I don't really want to bug him. So if you guys want to see what Striker looks like, just go to last month Reptile Room Tour, and I'm pretty sure I show him in that. Now, my frogs have actually been greatly reduced. I only have, well, what? I mean, 3 species of frogs right now, rather than like 4 or 5 that I had before. I don't know. This is probably one of my favorite tanks. Granted, the waterfall didn't work on it, but I still really, really enjoy this tank. Let's see if we can get some frogs in sight for you. I just heard them kind of calling right out the top, just like clockwork. Oh man, this footage is so crispy and delicious. But these are Ufega Pumilio Almirante. These guys are doing really good. I'm super excited for these. Whoa! I hope that was caught on camera. He just came flying all the way across the tank. It is feeding day, so they're probably waiting for some fruit flies. Yeah, these guys are stunning. He'll probably start calling in a little bit here. I think this might be a female. She looks pretty plump. And that might be a male. So maybe we'll have some shagging going on. You know what I'm saying? But just a couple overview of plants for you guys. I know some of you hate it, but some of you love it. So this big plant right up front here, kind of purplish leaves, pink leaves. Come on, there we go. It's just a very common house plant. I can't remember what it's called right now. If you remember the name of that, put it in the comment section down below. This guy is a plant from South America. I say that every time, but I can't remember for the life of me what it is. It's some weird name. This kind of viney looking thing is called a tortoiseshell plant. I'm sure it's a... I know it has a scientific name, obviously. I just don't know what it is, so I'm not going to say that. There's a couple bromeliads. This is actually a Bilbergia with a couple pups on it. Yeah, it looks like the male just kind of ran into the hide here. Didn't do much. What else do we have in here? We got... Oh, we got a really nice rainbow Solangula. If you guys are looking for a more accurate representation of what that looks like, go to my Instagram and you'll actually see what it is. So it looks amazing in person. This is some sort of vine that's really not doing very well. I don't know why. Oop. Somebody hopping down the tree here. Look at that there. Begonia, sorry, my bad. It's growing really well. It's doing awesome. What else am I excited for? Oh, the Dracula orchid actually has some flowers on it. Or not flowers, but new growths on it. So that's super, super exciting. Yeah, that's pretty much all. We got some Magravia growing up at the back there. More Magravia down there. Yeah. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on with this tank, so I'm very excited. Now that I spent long enough on that tank, we can take a break from the frogs and go to Mr. Bane. This is a Nuana cross Nuami Leachianus gecko. Of course, he's just hiding at the back there. He's not on the wall today. Of course, the day of all days where I want him to be there so I can film him, but he's not there. So, whatever. Bane's still doing really well. I am planning to upgrade him cages. Maybe get a female as well. We'll see how that goes. But I plan to get like a skyscraper Exoterra and put it right there. So, for those of you that are wondering what my plans are, those are them. I guess we'll just wrap up the dart frog talk until we put away the actual new froglet. But these are my Dendrobates auratus Panama. Still no breeding out of them. It kind of sucks. I'm a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. There is actually one out, but I don't think you guys can see him. Can you guys? Right down there, the blue. I know you can see, he's not in focus, but yeah, you can see him down there. These guys are stunning frogs. I really like them quite a lot. They're doing very well for me. Just no breeding, which is kind of a shame. Their tank, they will actually be moved to the budget build, which I will talk about after. The 12x12x12 Exoterra. I do have a video setting this up. You can just look on my channel for like how to set up a dart frog tank kind of thing, and you'll see what it is. But got some nice plants in here. We have a little terrace fern over there. We have some oak leaf pumilio or pumila, ficus pumila, and we still got 3 animals to go. So we got the 2 baby Ackies. So this is the female. Now I can finally name them because I know they're separate and I can actually tell them apart, obviously. That's the female there, doing really well. And then this is the male here. He's actually much more red than the female. This camera kind of washes... Oh, no, now it's picking it up. This camera kind of washes it out, but it's not too bad. So he's a little bit more red than the other ones. But, yeah. So he is in actually a 30-gallon tank. And I think she's in a 29. If you guys have name suggestions for them, please do leave them in the comment section down below. I will make sure to check and see what we're looking at here. So, the last but not least is Tig. Tig is my partial pinstripe harlequin crested gecko, and I will actually show you guys to her because I do know where she is. Her tank is, I think it's like a 16 by 16 by 24 or something like that. A little bit weird dimensions, but working out very well for me, so yeah. She's doing great. Actually, she just got UV in her tank as well. That back bulb there is UV, so that's awesome. And Tig, actually here, I'll just throw you guys in there. Can you guys see her there? I don't know if you can because you're out of my view, but I could also try and bend this a little bit. There we go. There's Tiggo, just sleeping. It's her bedtime. Well, daytime is her bedtime, as we all know. But yeah, she's doing really good. All the animals are doing fantastic, you guys. So now that the actual reptile room tour is over, like 20 minutes later, we can go into a couple updates. So first, we're going to weigh Shellman. He did just eat, so it'll be a little bit biased, but 621.04. He hates it in there. 621 grams. That is good. That is golden. That is gravy. So, with that being done, I can actually talk to you what he was sitting on. This is a Exoterra Vivarium build, 18 by 18 by 18 Exoterra. It is my budget build, so basically, I got the tank, the light, which I haven't technically received yet, but I know which light I'm getting, the foam, everything inside this for under $200. It might be closer to $150, but everything for $200. So I will have a video of this coming out probably in the next couple weeks here because I got midterms and stuff. So next couple weeks, and you guys will have this Vivarium build out for you. This will probably be for the Dendrobates auratus. They really do need to be upgraded, so I think they would appreciate an upgrade into here. My kind of layout plan for it, I guess, was more or less just to have it kind of open. A lot of room for them, a lot of area for plants to grow. That's why I wanted to keep all this free of driftwood, so I could have plants growing there. It is on its back right now, so this is actually the background, obviously. I think you guys could probably put that together. On this wall, what I'm actually thinking of doing is I have cocoa mat, kind of like EpiWeb, but made out of coconut core. Or coconut fiber, I guess. And I was thinking of just gluing a huge slab on the slide here just for, like, vining plants and whatnot to grow up of. So if you guys have any input on that, please let me know. Because you guys are seeing this right now, so you can see it's not all carved or anything. But I'm hoping to keep this Vivarium build a little bit less time. Hoping to keep it around, like, the maybe 15-minute mark, something like that, rather than like the 45-minute ones that I have been doing. But yeah, we'll leave that alone now. I guess what we can do next is feed the Accu monitors. So I'll be right back when I have some food in hand. Alrighty, and we're back with some crickets dusted in the Repashy Supercal No D3. And these guys are raring to go. They know what's coming, that's for sure. But it's just for when I add the crickets. And we'll toss a couple in there. And the male wants some too. So I will certainly add some to his as well. You're okay, buddy. You're getting crickets. You can still see she's eating very well. He looks like he's about ready to pounce. Come on, you doofus. I'm a little camera shy, actually. Do you mind putting that thing away? Come on. Fine. We'll look at the female then. She knows what's up. She knows what's up. Here you go, girly. Right on. He's had like 3 and he's like, oh, I'm done. She's like, I will eat all of them. Oh, they're both so much more interactive now. She used to be all suppressed by the male, but she's so much more interactive now. It's awesome. I love it. And now we have the last thing to do in this video, which is release this little guy into his new home. So this is a Ranitomea reticulata tadpole, well, froglet now. You can see the remnants of his tail kind of sticking out his butt. It looks like a poop, but I assure you that is his tail. And he's going in with his frog mate up there in the tank. In that tank, there's actually plenty of mites and springtails growing. So it's perfect for these guys because they get a little bit of food all the time, so I don't need to completely 100% rely on my stuff here. But I think he's already swam into the jungle that is the substrate. looks like he's right here somewhere. I keep seeing that little leaf move a little bit, but yeah. So that is the releasing of the baby dart frog. I guess I'll show you the rest of my tadpoles here. Oh, it's finally growing a little bit, but it's kind of stunted. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue growing this one up or not. It's just so stunted, it's incredible. But these guys are both doing great. There's one there, and the other one's hiding under that leaf. But basically what those are Epidibates anthonii Santa Isabellas. So that's super exciting. And I think that is going to do it for this video. If you guys made it to the very end of this video, I want you to leave a like down below. Comment if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. Also, if you made it to the end, leave the word biopod in the comment section down below. So that'll let me know if you guys made it to the very end of the video. If you liked the video, subscribe to my channel for more YouTube content. We got frogs, we got reptiles, and we got plants. So if you like any of those things, certainly subscribe to my channel. There'll be a little circle somewhere on here for you guys to subscribe to. But thanks for watching, guys. Graphic Phoenix, out of here. Deuces.